What's up, everybody? TN Fanatic here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day and welcome to another post-game reaction. In this one, I am continuing my coverage of my boys in gold, Nashville SC, and the most recent match against Atlanta United that ends in a 1-1 draw. Now, pause, hold on here. I know throughout the year, we've had, great wins, then some rough L's to take. Is this a down game? Absolutely not. Even though that we drew, right, and we gave up a pretty soft goal, I will cover that in a moment, but even though, again, I just want to say this right off the bat, that even though we drew, this was not a down match in my book. Absolutely not. And you know what? Something else that I was thinking about before I came on here. You know, like the biggest rivalries in the MLS, like they always have a name, like El Trafico, the Texas Derby, like I would love it if we had like a little rivalry name with Atlanta because we do not like them. So like the broadcasters, they were saying this name like the Southeastern Derby. Like I think that would be a very nice name. I enjoy that, and rightfully so. Because we, again, two teams that do not like each other at all. We do not like Atlanta, and they do not like us. So we got two teams right here. Us and Atlanta. Coming into this match right here, two teams on two different paths. For Atlanta, jeez Louise. I mean, don't y'all wish you had Martinez back now? I mean, my gosh, man, for the Five Stripes, it's plainly obvious that they have struggled in attack and in defensive transition. Atlanta, 3 straight L's, 3 straight losses coming into this match, and 3 straight matches without even a goal. Now for Nashville, again, I said this before, our season has been weird. It's better than last year's, but it's still been weird. I like to think of it kind of like a yo-yo. It's like up and down. When you play with a yo-yo, I don't know if they even sell those anymore in stores. I do not even know. But that's kind of how our season has been so far. We get a thrilling win over Real Salt Lake. The following week, we go to Seattle. We get crushed 3-0. You see, up and down. Then we go back home, destroy the Fire. We went 7-2. So that was our up game. Now we're on the road against Atlanta, a team that, yes, they are doing pretty terrible, but a club that is still desperate and still has some very nice players as well. So again, did I think we had a poor performance in this match? Overall, no, absolutely not. If anyone who watched this match and told you that, they are insane because there's no way we had a poor performance in this match right here. I will say it was a rocky start for us in that first half. So, 20th minute, right? Amador for Atlanta. He drives the ball into the box. Willis makes the save, but he falls down. But hey, it's all good, right? We got like 6 Nashville players all around the net. Surely one of them, right? Surely one of them will clear that ball. Nope. And look, I understand my role, as a guy who just sits on the couch and watches games, right? Like, I'm not out on the pitch. I'm not making those plays. But just, if I may, for the boys in gold, okay? There was some talk about whether or not Atlanta was offside, which perhaps they were. I will give them that. And I do understand their frustration when that call was not made and then Willis tumbles down. I get all of that. But guys, let's talk to the refs about that when we clear it! Let's do that! You can talk about them all day. Now is not the time to have a debate in front of the nets! Come on now! As my dad would say it, we were caught ball watching. We were so worried, we were so concerned about this call, this offside call, not being called, that we lost our grip. Lennon finds Almiron with an easy chip-in shot. Again, an easy goal. 1-0 to the Five Stripes. Just a giver right here. An easy chip-in goal right here. And again, I'm trying to just go to my happy place. and be like, guys, just do it down there. Do it in the middle of like the pitch. Do it in their box. Why are we doing it over there? Just take it over there. Just go. Just go over there. And here's what's really tragic about it, right? Guess how long it has been since Atlanta scored a goal prior to this match? 363 minutes without a goal. And they get one right here. Not because of them. No. That was due to us and our errors. However, this is where I turn it around. Here's what I will say. After that goal by Atlanta, we turn up the heat, man. We really do. Guys, we're getting past defenders. We were getting shots. Guzan, excuse me. Like, just a hard name to say. He does step up. He does bail out Atlanta. So it's still 1-0 at the half. In the second half for Atlanta, things got even worse for them. And you know what? This is the problem with Atlanta. They can't build on anything. Nothing. Like, you have a goal. First time in, oh my gosh, 3 matches. 3 weeks, really, that you got a goal. Your fans, you're at home in that crappy field. My gosh. But anyway, you're at home. Your fans are with you, right? You have the momentum, but you can't build on it. Here's what I will say. Actually, I had a moment of sympathy, just a tad here, because this almost reminded me of our club last year. It was just so tough for us to build like anything. Excuse me. Granted, we were going through a lot of changes at like that point. I'm trying not to dread on the past, but you know what? I almost had a moment of sympathy for the 5 Stripes. Almost, because I hate their guts, and we needed a goal. So 66th minute, we are on a set piece. Hani with the delivery, and Daniel Lovitz karate kicks this ball in, and we are level, baby. Let's go, baby, for Hani again. I talked about this with the Fire match. It's so good for him to get these boosts. And he's such a contributor to our club, even when he's not scoring. I know a lot of the analysts, like the media, they love to criticize Hani because he's not at his like MVP form. But he still helps us. Like, he contributes in so many ways. And so for Hani, this was his 8th goal contribution against Atlanta in his career. He just continues to shine against them. For Atlanta, their set-piece demons have come back to haunt them once again. The 20th goal conceded this year by Atlanta, the 6th one on a set-piece. Now, again, it would have been nice to, get that final goal. We had some chances in there, boy. Oh, yeah, yes, we did. To get those final 3 points just didn't go our way. Again, this is not a down game. I do not think that it is. Our second half, performance was like spot on. It was great. We did what we had to do to come out with points. So let me break it down like this. Right now, you tell me who really worked hard in this match right here. So for Nashville, in this match, we had 12 shots, 5 were on target, we had 8 corners, and 59% of the possession. Then on the other side, you had Atlanta, a team that scored first, at home, in front of their fans, couldn't build on that, couldn't even attack. Willis wasn't even phased at all after that goal. And you know what, by the way, prior to this match, I have to talk about this. Because, this just shows why Atlanta is, like, where they are right now. So, I did my research on Thursday, the Thursday before this match. The entire Atlanta team, they went golfing. Instead of training for this match and preparing for us. And plus, I dug a little deeper, and they let their manager, Ronnie Dea, win. And y'all know what you did, Atlanta. Y'all know what you did. Yeah, morale booster my butt. Where was that on the pitch? Where was that the entire match? Honestly, I could really care less about y'all. Because you know what? We got the dub, and that's all that matters. So here's what I will say to close out. Again, great performance by us, especially in the second half. When we play Chattanooga in the U.S. Open Cup, which I will be covering, I would like for us to have a lot more possession in the first half. I feel like in the first half, it took us some time to settle in. So hopefully, as we come back home with a little bit of momentum on our side, we're able to build on that and take down the Red Wolves and advance in the U.S. Open Cup. But fans, that is going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army. And a honey salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day. Go boys and gold!